بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hi. So what are we talking
Oh
about
no,
today?
let me start this show.
What?
Hi, welcome to another episode
Oh,
of
you did, hello.
Perspectives, and I have with me Faisal Qureshi and Bina Faisal on the show.
Why? I already
You're as a
started.
guest today
I'm as if why?
okay, because the
And
topic
why
is
am I in the
such-
middle? Why don't you come here and I'll go there?
No, you're the guest now, so I'll have the right contact.
You're the
with both.
psychotherapist?
No, I'm just gonna question and
Okay.
make you both fight.
So she's prepared.
What you used to do for 3 years, I'm gonna do it today.
Oh, but then we have to have a setup.
Huh?
That should be all planned.
What makes you think it's not planned?
Oh, I'm the victim. You. All right. So what's the plan?
Right. Today's topic followed before we talk about friendship.
Yeah.
This time we're going to talk about whether a husband or a wife can be friends in a
Or best
relationship,
friends.
or best friends in a relationship, or any other relationship. A girlfriend or a boyfriend, can they be friends?
If your partner can be your best friend.
And so we have with me Bina.
And since
Faisal,
Bina suggested this topic,
and
But-
Bina really wanted to talk about it.
But people, please do understand this is just a general discussion. Don't start assuming that something is happening between us and I'm hiding or he's hiding anything. There's no such thing.
She's just talking out of experience.
It's a general discussion. Experience, yes. I've had friends and all that. But it's been like 99.9% husband and wife are not friends.
Why?
Like, I don't know why. Because when before marriage, you're okay. But after when you get married, there are a lot of secrets that are held between both of them.
Is it because you're
They're
not
not
too
disclosed.
sure what the other partner's response
yes,
will be?
maybe a girl is thinking that if I tell him something about my past, he's going to be judgmental. He's going to judge me for whatever happened. or
And
whatever
maybe he's
it-
going to taunt me
he's
about
going
it
to
in
taunt
future
me about it in
time.
future times. And
Yeah.
the same way with the husband. If he says if I tell her about my affairs, she might start thinking if I might have affairs again
Yeah.
after
And
marriage.
you
or
might be
whatever.
cheating.
You might be cheating.
what about affairs? You can say past relationships.
Past
Affairs
relationship,
are a bad
whatever.
thing.
So
Yeah, affairs are a bad thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean that's why, but I think it's wrong.
Actually, also in countries like Pakistan or India or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, the male is more dominating. And often at times the female finds it difficult to communicate openly with the husband or the boyfriend or whoever it is.
Yes.
Is that also a reason? There is a
That-
limitation, there is a restriction of communication?
Yes, because you see, before marriage, when you're in engagement or your friends or whatever, your boyfriend and your girlfriend both are going to treat you like equal.
Right.
But the day you get married, the status changes.
Right.
The husband has
Is
an
more
upper
dominant.
hand,
Yeah.
and then you are someone.
You have to be very submissive.
very
if
submissive. You're walking behind him for everything, and he's more dominating.
But that's
And more
not the case
dependent.
here.
See, I made it very clear that whatever I'm talking
No,
is general.
no. But I want you to comment on the fact that's not the case. There's a reason I want you to comment on the fact, if you agree.
Don't put it in a difficult
No,
situation.
I'm not. Because you see, what she's saying is right.
Right.
What you guys are saying is correct, and I like to believe it's not the case with us, and the primary reason is because men in a lot of societies, and even in the West, have the fear of not being able to provide, because deep down we have provider instinct, and when we think I will not say me, when a man thinks he can't provide, he has only one escape, is to overpower with other means, be it physical aggression, be it verbal aggression, be it having moral supremacy or emotional supremacy, or just becoming sadistic.
So is it out of guilt?
It's out of not guilt, it's inferiority complex.
That's frustration that
incompetence,
exists
yes.
because of being
Because I'm not being able to provide well,
Right.
and she's gonna maybe not respect me, so let me make her respect
Yeah.
me. And that is the reason in a lot of cultures still to date, the woman, and it used to happen in the West, it used to happen with the kings and the queens, that the woman would be checked for virginity. The issue of how come men weren't checked for virginity?
Right.
But it was man's birthright to be, philanderer, but for a woman, no. she had to be this, you know, nice girl.
Mm.
So why? But in Pakistan and India, it still exists.
Right.
That acceptance. I'm not saying it should be. Please don't start a controversy on that. All I'm saying is it's a fact. Reasons are irrelevant.
Right.
And you're right. But if you're solid on your ground, then you don't do that. And when Bina says, or you say, can partners be best friends? That's a long and lovely debate, which I would like to get into.
And you know what? What happens, like, most of the time, girls and husband and wife, they're not friends. So what women do, that they go and they confide with their mothers,
or their friends
or mother, and they misguide them.
I agree.
If you go and you have discussions directly with your husband,
it's a better solution.
it can save your relationship also, and it's a best solution, because you both have to lead the life throughout. It's not your mother who's going to be with you forever. So you have to go and discuss things with your husband, and not your mothers or your friends or your sisters who actually don't understand you, don't
and
understand
I guess
the situation.
that concept that you just mentioned does not only apply to the husband or wife relationship, it applies to any relationship. Any person that you have issues with, instead of going around and talking to a third person who's obviously going to misguide you because they do not know what the situation was like and why it all happened, it's always better to talk to the person you have issues with. And especially in a husband and wife relationship, because I've seen a lot of houses being spoiled because the mother-in-law guided in an inappropriate direction, or the friends were basically...
Majority is the wife going to her mother and saying this happened and that happened, and the mother is going to get very aggressive. Why is this happening with my daughter? And she's going to guide her wrongly.
Or maybe even intervene.
Yeah.
Maybe intervene also, because at times the husband, and then another debate starts that why is the family being dragged into this matter, it is your my matter. So I guess that is another point.
Like I said, it stands for every relationship, and what I believe is you have to understand the core of any relationship. You and I work together, and if we agree that we're going to work together and we're going to stay together, then everything else can be worked out. If we're married and we agree that we're in this, we're not getting out. Now we'll all make mistakes.
Right.
She'll make mistakes. I'll make mistakes. All kinds of things will happen in life. But if we want to spend the next 100 years together, we will have to sail through all those things. What happens is, and the reason people don't confide in their partners, your partner doesn't become your best friend, is that if I tell her something which is going to upset her, the fear is she'll never let it go. And the next 100 years are shot.
Yeah.
So I will start hiding. It could be something really basic, something really simple.
Why in a relationship a husband and wife can never be friends, because
No, mind you, I will not. No. Can be, but the price is high.
Yeah.
The price is very high.
But you know what? The prize is huge. It's a high price, phenomenal prize.
Right.
So the thing is, can you do this? A man going out to have a beer with the boys after work will not tell his wife.
Because then the wife
she's going to nag him.
Yeah, I agree.
All right? Now, it's a very strange conversation you guys are going into. Let's start with love. What do you guys think is love?
Love.
I'm being interviewed.
I'm leaving it open. I'm leaving it open here.
Starts with friendship, and then it's gradually.
Yeah, but what is love? What is love?
You start liking liking something about the person, their mental level.
You like their company. You like spending time with them.
You like actually discussing things.
And then you want to own them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If I love you, now you're mine. How could you look at someone? How could you think that? We become possessive, we become jealous. That is not love. That is very selfish, egotistical ownership. If I love you, really love you, the only thing that would give me joy is your happiness.
Yeah.
If you're miserable, how can I be happy? If a mother loves a child and the child is miserable, how can you take pleasure from it? You just do everything for your child. So if I'm in love with you, then if you say that, I want to leave you and that would make me happy, theoretically...
That is not love.
No, I love her.
Yeah.
And she says, I want to live away from you, and it will
that
make me
makes-
happy if I'm in love with her.
You will
I should
You
say,
will let go.
let go, I'm more than welcome to.
because that's her happiness.
But what happens is, if she were to say, I don't want to be with you, I'd pull a gun out. Who is it? Is it another man?
Yeah.
Who are you seeing? Why do you want to be with me? Is it your mother? Is it
You
Ayesha?
only married me for money.
Yeah,
and
whatever crap.
Whatever crap that
Whatever
goes around,
crap.
yeah.
I would just dish it all out.
I knew you're interested in someone else, and
I knew it was a bad mistake. My mom told me I should not.
Yeah.
In the West, it happens the other way around, like what you said, that if you are not happy in the relationship, let go.
No, people don't. Are you kidding?
In West, yes.
Nowhere in the world. Globally.
You know, when a relationship breaks up, it always becomes an ego problem.
Yeah, the War of the Roses, that movie.
I think the
They're
other day we were
insane.
talking about it. How dare that person rejected me? How dare he
Because
said
it's
I can't
ownership.
be with her, or
It's
with you,
egotistical. I want to own you. I want to possess you. I want to. You're mine. And I'm just looking over you constantly. I'm just checking out what's going on. I was just reading somewhere on some thread, some city in Las Vegas, and people written, what can couples do in Las Vegas? And somebody suggested be careful if you go to a bar or something, and there'd be all these girls who could hit on your husband, and so the girls are always looking over. And like, you're always trying to possess, control, hold on. Don't you dare look at my man.
You really cannot control that, by the way.
No, but that's a
Women
secondary.
do.
That's a secondary discussion. Men do too. That's a secondary discussion. But what I want to cross is what is love. If you really love someone, you gotta set them free. And it's an old way. If you love someone, set them free. If they come to you, they were yours, and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's true. If I love you, that should free you. If my love is enslaving you, it's not love.
I agree.
Once you understand that, now we love each other. So if I come and tell her that, you know what, there's this other woman. Now this is a very theoretical discussion, and I want people to not assume crap out of this.
Okay.
But theoretically, or if I've made a mistake, and if I've done something stupid, and if I should have that strength,
To actually go and face her with
like I would pick up the phone and call my best friend. You know what? I screwed up. He's gonna say, "What'd you do, man?" I say, "I did this." Yeah, that was a bad thing to do, but it's all right. It's okay. Don't do it again. But a wife would say, and the husband would.
And eventually,
They would just start fighting.
So you will
together.
never be best friends. If you want to be my best friend, if I pick up the phone and call you and I say I did this, the first question anybody would ask is, but how could you do that? And a best friend would say, you screwed up, don't do it again.
but at times, like whatever you just said, if you, for instance, theoretically, just an idea, if you're dating someone else, okay, while you're married to her, and you go and tell her that, listen, I had some other female while I was with you, what should her reaction be?
She can either leave me, saying I don't want to be with you,
Okay.
or find out if I really want this and still say, I'm sorry, I can't deal with it, I'm out of this, or I say I will not do it again and move on.
But then she will not be able to trust you, right?
Oh God, trust. Make a note. I'll come to trust in about 30 seconds. Okay, well let's do it now.
Yeah.
What is trust?
Trust is like, she knows that you're not going to cheat on her, or
What's
she
cheat?
will not lie.
What's cheating? Cheating
When
is
you're
doing anything
something
which I don't tell
behind-
you.
Yeah.
Anything I do which I'm not willing to tell you. Why am I not willing to tell you? Because of your
I'm
reaction.
not giving-
It's an upset.
Because of your reaction.
Right, but then that does not make it right. If you cheat on her, it doesn't make
Listen,
it right.
we're not talking about right or wrong
No,
here.
but then
It is a
that's what I'm
mistake.
saying. Even if you've made a mistake, how would she know that you're not going to repeat it in future?
You don't.
Then
No one knows it.
so then why
No,
should
no,
she
no.
forgive you for?
No
your
one
mistake?
knows it. And who are you to forgive me? No one's to forgive each other.
Okay.
What's done is done. Only God can forgive. God is the judge. Let Him forgive or not. The only thing is, can I go on with this or not? I'm no one to forgive you. You and I are in a relationship. you do something wrong, I can either say, I can live with it, I can't live with it. I can live with it. Whether will you do it again or not? I don't know.
Yeah, you really cannot.
What were the
guarantee whether
circumstances
it
when you
is.
did it the first time?
Yeah.
You're not, are you a prostitute? You're not. So if you did something, there must have been some circumstance. I'm assuming it's an affair. Okay? There would be some circumstances.
Right.
Now, we would have to have a whole conversation about the circumstances.
Right.
What was the catalyst? What was the situation? So if I say, promise me you will, maybe I was a jerk. Maybe I beat you up 5 times a day. So you went out and had a dinner with an old boyfriend of yours. Will you ever do it again? Oh, no, I won't. But I'll still beat you. So if I go on, so you have to understand the situation. What
The
caused
problem
it?
lies at both ends.
If we are adults, if we are best friends, we would have to understand we're going to stay together. Yes, I screwed up big time. I made a huge mistake. Why did I do it? Either we establish that I'm a complete jerk.
Right.
Well, then, do you want to stay with the jerk or not? She says, you know what? I like the jerk enough. I'm gonna stay with him. Okay. Then let's hope I don't do it again. Or she says, no, I can't deal with this jerk business. End it. It was a bad investment. Screwed up. Let it go. Then if you go on, then let's go on. Let's move on. Let's go on. Don't bring it. You have to let it. It's happened. The past has happened. I can't. It's just a memory. The past is just a memory.
The past, at some point in time, I guess a lot of people hold on to it, and it does bother them in the future and in the present both.
The past is memory. Yesterday is dead. It's a song. Yesterday is dead and tomorrow is blind. So live one day at a time.
Yeah.
You have to see what value she brings to me today. Can I predict her future? Can I make her promise a future? No. She's done something wrong. Okay. Now, will you do it again? I would first have to see. Maybe I forced her into it, knowingly or unknowingly.
Yeah, maybe.
And if I force her again?
Maybe I was having too many. I was fighting with him all the time, or he
Whatever.
was fighting with me all the time, and then.
Yeah, there was no communication
There was
at
no
all. There was no
communication.
comfort
There was no
level. Every
comfort
time you
level.
used to come back home, you were sitting there with a
Whatever.
pissed off face. And
Whatever
you weren't
situation.
You are
dealing-
going to go out.
Yeah.
Whatever the situation is. We start with, can we be best friends, and what is love, then cheating. Cheating is when I do something that I don't want to tell you.
And why there is a
But
reason
if I'm
why
willing
you
to
don't
tell
wanna
you,
her. Yeah.
if I'm willing to tell you, it's not cheating.
Yeah.
When would I be willing to tell you?
When
I know you would listen to it as a best friend. The biggest mistake globally people do, the moment you would tell me that, Faisal, I did this, and I would say, how could you do that? That's not why you called me. You didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
What you want to hear was, I shall be there in 5 minutes, just hang on, don't do anything stupid. The first thing a friend has to say is, just stop, I'll be there.
Don't be judgmental.
No one should be judgmental.
Yeah.
If someone's made a mistake, they know they've made the bloody mistake. Now don't put them on the cross.
Right.
Hang on, you've done something.
We need to talk about it.
And stop right there before you do
Yeah.
something stupid.
Yeah.
I call you, say, Ayesha, you're my friend, okay? Ayesha, I've got a gun in my hand, and I'm going to just, blow this guy's brain. What you going to say? Oh, how can you do that? Oh, this is so bad. I'm like, what? You say, hang on, talk to me. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just wait for me, we'll figure this out. So I have the comfort that you're going to figure this out with me.
So you need to have that comfort with the person that you will figure out something and you will try and come up with a solution and not fight or
Not
argue
fight
it. So
or-
I guess that's where the friendship
And the chances
comes
are
in
the
in the
relationship will not end.
And
The chances are relationship will not
And I
end.
guess that will only come once there is no dominance from one side.
Yes.
One side in
You
a
need
relationship.
to have that comfort level.
You both have to be on an equal
Even
level,
if there's-
considering it's a relationship that you eventually have to move
Even if
on
there's
together.
I'm sorry, even if there's dominance, that's a different discussion.
No, but then when there's dominance, then I would know
But
that
they're
you're
not
not going to
connected.
listen to me.
You're not connected.
No, but they're not connected. I'm dominant, okay?
Right.
And I think I'm the superior provider guy.
Yeah.
But still, but still I'm not judgmental.
No, but if you're dominant, then you will try and impose your decision over her.
Yes.
No, then I'm
Yes.
not. No. Dominance in a relationship does not mean I'm imposing my decisions on her.
But that's what happens.
Okay.
No, but it will happen because
Considering
then
that you consider
I will
yourself
have to
superior.
accept.
I'm trying to describe the two for the sake of our
No, but
listeners' ears.
generally, I'm talking about because if I look around with my friends or relatives, in a relationship where a husband or a wife fight or argue because the husband is dominant, and thus eventually he will give the conclusion for that situation.
I agree, but for the sake of a lot of people who are watching this, and this is a hurdle which they can't cross easily, the male dominance.
Right.
So I want to just slightly simplify it for them.
Right.
That even if a male is dominant, even if one of the two is dominant in a relationship, does not mean he can be judgmental. If I think I'm a better decision maker, some simple decisions in life maybe I can make. I can make where our money should be invested. I can make the decision which hotel we'd stay in. I can make the decision what she should wear. But when it comes to her coming to me with a problem, if I'm judgmental, I'm just that's not dominance. So that's the reason I'm trying to disconnect the two.
Right.
Because in a lot of societies, men do provide, men do make those decisions about life, men would make a decision about children. You know, I'm not going to touch that one right now because that's slightly complicated. But given that, if I'm judgmental, if I'm not listening to her, if I can play around but she has to be Mother Mary, you know, that's you just being an asshole. Excuse my French.
So in those sort of relationship, no friendship exists. There's no room for friendship.
But going back to the discussion where it started,
Yeah.
can we be best friends?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But you know what? It is a tough one. It is so tough. It is so tough. But if you can achieve it,
There's nothing better than
it's
that.
nirvana.
It is.
It is absolute freedom.
You know, I honestly think to be in a relationship, especially as a husband and wife, where you're spending your entire life together, it's very important to be friends first.
It's very important.
It's very important to have a clean slate every day.
Yeah.
Not just of your past. We get married, she has a past, I have a past.
We all have that.
A lot of past I know, a lot of past she knows, a lot of past she doesn't know. But you know, that's a huge burden. If I have secrets from my wife, you live with this weight on your chest. But why do I have those secrets?
Yeah.
Because I fear being judged. I fear if I confide in her, she will
What if
remind
she
me.
finds out from somewhere else?
I would live with that fear.
No, that's the biggest fear. That what
That's
if
the biggest
that
fear.
person
So
finds
it's a
out
burden,
from
you see.
somewhere
I
else?
live with that burden. I'm always trying to, if an old girlfriend messages, I'm like, oh no, just friend. You know, I would do all those funny things. But what if I could tell her every mistake I've ever made?
I honestly feel before you get married, you need to tell everything to a person. So in future,
remember our last show?
No, but we
Never
didn't do
share
that.
your secrets
We
with
didn't do
anyone.
that.
If you know that you're getting married, if I
What
know
if you
I'm
don't?
Getting, sorry.
What if you don't get
What if the
married?
nikah's already happened?
No.
Well, then you're married, really.
Yeah, but
Unless you're married, you can't tell all those things to anybody.
No.
Ladies, especially,
so what do
do
you
not
do?
share your
Tell
secrets
them on the first
with a man.
day.
Hmm?
Tell them on the
No,
first
you-
day.
you-
How do you?
you
How do
just
You have,
build a
to, you have to grow
relationship.
into it.
You have to grow. You have to build a relationship to actually come to that point where you can.
You have to
say
grow
everything.
into it.
But you have to talk about it.
You have
You
to.
You know
cannot
what?
live with it.
That's my advice.
No, I agree.
But at the same time, the man's not, John Rambo, that he has all these stories. The woman has stories too. She's not Mother Teresa. Listen to them.
And don't be
Celebrate her
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
Do not damn her for her mistakes. Oh, let's not call them mistakes. She has a past. Whatever she did in her past, that's her past. And now, don't damn her for her future. Because you know what? You might make a mistake tomorrow morning. So what I said earlier, you have to have a clean slate every day.
Yeah.
Every night when you sleep, just clean your slate.
Everything you have done, good or bad, say it. And you go to church and you confess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The priest doesn't say damn you.
He just listens.
He says, fine, you're forgiven. Go say this many Hail Marys. When you go to God, in any religion, and you repent, and you ask for forgiveness, if you're a Muslim, Quran says repeatedly, return to me. It's okay, come back. No. Also Quran says very clearly, Islam says very clearly, you can't come back and knowing very well I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not coming back.
No.
If I made a mistake tomorrow, I can say, you know what? I screwed up. I'm sorry. Help me not do it again. Stand with me.
Yeah.
But if I don't tell her, the chances of me doing it again tomorrow are supremely
And
high.
also, I guess we don't talk about it because you know that other person is not going to support you, and eventually she will or he will go around telling other people, and they'll all be against you. And thus, it's better I keep it to myself.
Not even that. No, not just that. It's an almost sure shot guarantee the relationship will come to an end because of this. One mistake can take away a relationship built over decades.
It's not easy to live with that weight.
No. Yes, I agree. You and I have been together 30 years. One mistake you make, and I will throw away the 30 years. How stupid is that? How pathetic is that? I mean, you have children together, you've built a life together.
Some of them are just living their lives just because of the children. They're bonding with them. Otherwise, they don't have a relationship.
Look at the relationship. We will make mistakes. You know, what I'm saying is maybe self-conflicting. I don't know. A lot of people may be confused, and this is a confusing one. And this applies globally. The West doesn't have this. The East doesn't have it. No religion has this. I personally believe that, you know, I'm no God, she's no God. We both make mistakes. If I love her enough, I'm going to live with her past, and I'm going to live with her future.
And you will make sure that everything stays in the right way.
I'm going to live with her future.
Right.
Unless if I can no longer live with who she becomes, then I may say, you know, it's over. I don't love you anymore. But as long as I love her, I will take her for all her good and bad, and her good deeds and bad deeds and her mistakes.
Yeah.
And I want my partner, my friend, to have that comfort that if you tell me,
It's okay.
whatever you did, it doesn't matter what you did. I may not be able to protect you. You may have committed a crime. I may personally take you to the police, but I will stand with you. I'll take you to the police and I'll get you the lawyer.
Yeah.
But I will not say, you jerk, what did you do? That is incorrect. Because I'm not... Before we get into this relationship we've established, I know she's not a hooker. And you know what? Why am I saying that? Even a prostitute is not a prostitute because she wants to be. My apologies to everyone. Who am I to judge a prostitute? Forgive me. I'm sorry about that. I know she's not an evil, bad person. She is... I've understood. I know she's not a criminal. I know she's not a bad person. She's a good person. I've understood that, right? Now, whatever else, I have to hold on to that. Now, she's understood that about me, right?
Yeah.
Then hang on to that. We work together. You and I work together, right? We've understood. We're friends. We have a relationship. We've understood. Now, above that, things will happen all the time. We've fought. We will fight. We will do all those things.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. So what if you make a mistake? And if you pick up the phone in a time of error and call someone, it's already crossing a huge bridge. And then if the other person makes it difficult, thanks but no thanks. Then I'll deal with it on my own. I don't need to be judged. And I want to say, I told her something the other day. Under great comments, first thing she said, but how did you... I'm like, you know what? Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do that.
That's not why I told you.
That's not why I told you. I told you so that you would say, yeah, you know, did you have fun?
What you did was wrong,
Yeah.
but okay.
But it's okay. It's done. I can't
I'm
change
glad
it.
you told me about it.
I can't change it. And it's very difficult to listen. It's even more difficult to tell. But once you've told, trust me, you sleep so light.
Yes.
That song, I hear the secrets that you keep on talking in your sleep. There should be no secrets of sleep.
I've tried that.
Telling me?
Yeah.
And I have laughed at it. I've actually enjoyed the story. Oh yeah, tell me more.
So I guess it's
So
very,
you are a bad girl after all, aren't you? You're not such a sweetheart, are you?
So I guess it's very important to talk in a relationship,
Very
in a husband and wife relationship, to be friends. And
People will say it's unrealistic. I think 99% people over there are going to say they're mad, it's unrealistic. Yes, I am mad. Yes, it's unrealistic. Yes, it's
Doesn't make it
almost impossible. Almost impossible. But if you can find it in you to do it, it's a huge price. Your ego, your heart will
you're
sink.
at peace.
But once you've crossed that, you're going to fly. You're going to fly so light, you will live a life that you can never live. It'll be the most beautiful, beautiful state of paradise. Free of burden. You know what? How do you get blackmailed?
I know a secret
She's
about
married
you.
to me.
Yeah.
Somebody has her nudie pictures.
Hmm.
How will she be blackmailed?
Oh.
We'll give it to your husband.
Yeah.
And if I say, I've seen them.
Husband knows nothing about the past.
I've seen them. Good, eh? No blackmail.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if there's something about me, in the past, present, or future, where will I be weak?
When
This
she
person.
does not know.
She doesn't know. But if she knows, even if she doesn't like it, she knows.
Yeah, I know.
It's between me and her.
Yeah, she knows. That's so nice.
That's what she thinks. There is so much more.
It's comfort. I know. Whoever wants to say whatever, come to me.
Yeah. And that is the only way you would build a strong, long-lasting, happy relationship.
Yeah,
You
and I
have to
guess that
learn-
whole fear of losing your partner because somebody has some secrets about you which the partner does not know, I guess that's
There's
over.
so many couples out there. I'm sure that they must be going through all this. The girls especially.
Yeah.
Not the men, because they know, okay, but if my wife finds out I'm the dominating, I'll just,
Very right. Men think they can get away. And
they
women-
can get away.
Why not?
Yeah.
But girls especially, because you don't know, in college, in school, a lot of things happen.
Oh, that was your character. And
Yes.
you had
Especially
to be
especially in Indo-Pak
in
Eastern
about,
culture.
right, yeah.
In
That's what I
the
meant.
Eastern culture, yeah.
So I guess it's very important to have that open communication
Very.
in a relationship.
But the men should also understand.
I hope you guys don't fight after
Accept
this
it.
one.
Fight?
I'm not saying this about myself, but I am, and there's a reason. I'm not a fighter. I can have temporary fits of frustration where I would be upset, but I'm not a we don't have a. And you know what I love about her, and I'm saying this on camera, is she's at peace. I've known her 6-7 years.
She's
We've worked-
learned with time.
No, when I met her first, there was a strange peace about her. She's at peace with herself. May God keep her that way. And I would love her to share someday why she's like that. I don't know. I know why I'm like that. But you're at peace. Bad things happen to you every day. You will have sinking feelings. Your heart will sink. You will have bad days and you will have good days. You will have friendships and you will have differences. That's life. But you have to be at peace.
I should learn that.
What you said in the last show, that you should have no expectations, and I've said this in my workshops and you've heard it, we have no rights. It's a day-to-day thing. Just give it your best shot. I wrote somewhere, have faith in God, give it your best shot, and make sure your intention is good. And then just leave it. Have faith, have the right intention, give it your 100%,
And you're good to go.
and then let it be. If it doesn't happen, it was not meant to happen.
Yeah.
If I have good intention and nature is not letting it happen, then I don't know that my intention was right or wrong. If I have bad intention, if nature is stopping me, well, obviously nature is stopping me, I had bad intention.
Right.
But if I have good intention, and I'm giving it my 100%, still not happening, then I don't realize if it's good or bad. Nature
That's
knows
why
better.
people, I guess that's why people say that whatever happens, happens for a reason.
Absolutely. But first, believe in God.
Believe in God.
Yeah, there are people who would say, what nonsense, that's fine. If you're a believer, if you're a theist, not an atheist, if you believe in creation, if you believe in God, have that faith that there is a God and God is good. Then, whatever you do it for God's happiness.
Right.
You do it for creation's happiness. You do it for the Creator's happiness. You do it for nature's well-being. Then, give it your 100%. Make your best effort.
Yeah.
And then, just relax. It's okay.
I need some lessons on that piece, okay? Considering my last 2 years have been very unpeaceful. So
Why?
I really need... I don't know.
On a personal level?
I don't know.
3 years is since you started working
2
with
years. 2 years.
2 years.
Oh, that's when you started finally achieving nirvana, meditational state.
Nothing. No, it's just gone away somewhere on a long, long vacation, not coming back.
Can we take a break on a pin shoe?
Alright.
We've said some strange things. Please share your comments. This is very important. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback. You've got our Twitter addresses and email addresses on the screen. What we're saying may bother some sensibilities. We're not here to upset you or scare you away. Maybe at the, I'm not speak for them, at least I'd speak for myself. I have a few very, very strange ideas about life, and I share them. But I'd like to believe that they're not very uncommon. If you look at most religions, you will find these notions quite common there. They may not be popular in today's life, but all faith, all good teachings in life will teach you to have that calm and peace, forgive, let evil things go away, don't be angry, be at peace, meditate, be calm, repent, believe in God. These are common things. Anyways, we'd love to have feedback, and no bad words, please. Cheers.